I interviewed Ruga a while back, and we talked about dissing the dead, and he wasn't proud of the Expose Me remix, and he said that he didn't have any plans on dissing anybody in the future. Off the camera, you had mentioned that you didn't like people dissing their dead ops. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, basically, like, that's what we'll go with the exposing me, basically. Like, honestly, I wasn't proud of that song. You know what I'm saying? That shit, like, really, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And not saying I take back you can't take back what I did. You know what I said. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't condone on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was never really the type to diss people, get on a song and diss dead people. You know what I'm saying? But that was more so out of just push. You know how you get pushed to that edge and you just burst out? That's what that was. But honestly, bro, like Chicago, I feel like Chicago got a bad habit of doing that type of shit.
So that song was just like, you just got pushed to the edge.
Exactly.
And, is that the only time you've ever dissed any dead ops or dead people in general?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you probably don't plan on doing it in the future?
I don't do that. I ain't speaking on nobody. Cause you gotta understand, man. That shit creates so much, like, so many enemies. It's not just your enemies no more. Now you got them people, families, want to get involved because you saying this. Now you just create new ops, new enemies. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit kind of block your blessings. For real, like, you can't, like, I'd have had 3-4 shows got shut down just because of exposing me shit, just because of that song. And they feel like shit could happen just because of that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit blocking blessings, bro. Like money.
And I thought that was a pretty positive thing.
It was.
To start with.
It was. And he told me the same thing. And he's still saying that to this day, though. You know what I'm saying? He'll get on the internet and talk down on people who doing that. And not just his oppositions, even his people. He try and talk to his people about doing the same thing. So salute to Ruger.
It seems just like a revolving kind of door that, one person says it, another person, and, kind of can't get to a place where everybody stops.
Yeah.
But recently, there was some more positivity. Chief Keef and YBN Almighty J were playing video games, and Jay started dissing Tooka, and Chief Keef told him basically not to do it.
Yeah, I salute that. You know what I'm saying? That's growth on that brother. You know what I'm saying? He like that shit's so old. It's old. How long we gonna continue to play the same game? You know what I'm saying? And then Keef put up, he out the way. He doing good out in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing this growth. You know, I don't respect the people who out of town and not living in the city and still talk about things that's going on in the city, keeping these wars ignited and lit, and they not actually out here in the trenches having to deal with it. Like, if you living in Hollywood or you living in Vegas or wherever the fuck you living at, but you still inciting riots here in a place where your people and them have to be at and live, then like you a cancer to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna get out there in the trenches with them and live out there in the trenches with them and talk that shit, then I respect it. But when you talking that shit from in a mansion 100,000 miles away, leaving your people, you know what I'm saying, to have to deal with that smoke, you know, that just ain't real shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect it.